Welcome to English Story Avenue, the place where stories are not just told, they are felt. Here, every story helps you improve your English listening, vocabulary, and life understanding at the same time. If you love meaningful stories with deep lessons, subscribe to English Story Avenue and start your journey today. They say nothing in this world is truly free, not success, not love, not respect, not even happiness. Everything has a price. Sometimes the price is money, sometimes it is time, sometimes it is pain, and sometimes it is patience. This is the story of a man who believed life owed him something, and how life slowly taught him a truth he could no longer ignore. Nothing is free. Ayan always believed he was unlucky. From childhood, he used this word like a shield. Whenever something went wrong, he blamed fate. When he failed an exam, fate was cruel. When someone else succeeded, fate was unfair. When he did not get what he wanted, fate was biased. Slowly, blaming fate became easier than taking responsibility. Ayan grew up in a small town where dreams were big but opportunities were limited. His father worked long hours at a printing press, his hands always stained with ink. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors late into the night. They never complained, but their tired eyes told stories Ayan never cared to read. Study hard, his father used to say. Education is the only free gift life gives you. Ayan hated that sentence. Free gift? He thought education was boring, difficult, and useless. He wanted quick success, money without effort, respect without struggle, comfort without sacrifice. At school, he was average. Not because he was weak, but because he never tried. Whenever teachers scolded him, he shrugged. Whenever classmates moved ahead, he said, "They are lucky." Luck became his favorite excuse. After college, reality knocked hard. Degrees were everywhere, jobs were not. His friends started working, some moved to bigger cities, some started small businesses. Ayan stayed home scrolling on his phone, watching motivational videos, dreaming of success without movement. One evening, his father placed a newspaper in front of him. "Look," he said softly, pointing to a job ad. "Apply here." Ayan barely glanced at it. "Salary is too low." His father nodded. "Everyone starts low." "I'm not everyone," Ayan replied. That night, his father said nothing more. Silence replaced advice. And silence, unlike words, slowly started hurting. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Ayan tried shortcuts, online schemes, fake promises, easy money tricks. Every time he lost something, money, time, trust, each failure made him angrier, more bitter. "Life is unfair," he told his mother one night. She looked at him, needle paused mid-air. "Life is fair," she said gently. "It gives everyone the same rule. You must pay before you receive." He laughed. "That's philosophy, not reality." But reality was already preparing its lesson. One morning, Ayan met his old classmate Zain at a local cafe. Zain wore simple clothes, but his face carried confidence. "What do you do now?" Ayan asked casually. "I run a small logistics company," Zain replied. Ayan raised his eyebrows. "You are average like me." Zain smiled. "Yes, difference is I worked when I didn't feel like it." That sentence stayed with Ayan longer than he expected. Later that week, desperation pushed him to accept a small job at a warehouse, loading, checking, and maintaining inventory. The work was physically exhausting. The pay was low. The respect was minimal. On his first day, his supervisor, an old man named Rashid, watched him struggle. "Tough work?" Rashid asked. Ayan wiped sweat from his forehead. "Too much for the money." Rashid chuckled. "Money comes later. Strength comes first." Ayan didn't understand. Every day his body ached. Every night he questioned his decision. Quitting felt tempting. Pride felt wounded. But something unexpected happened. He started waking up early. He started valuing time. He started sleeping with tired muscles but a calm mind. One evening, Rashid sat beside him during a break. "You know," Rashid said, "people think success is free if someone else already paid the price." Ayan looked at him. Someone paid before you, Rashid continued. Your parents paid. Society paid. Even those rich kids you envy, someone before them suffered. That night, Ayan walked home slowly. For the first time, he noticed his father's bent shoulders. For the first time, he noticed his mother's rough fingers. For the first time, guilt replaced excuses. Weeks passed. Ayan improved at work. He learned systems, management, responsibility. Rashid started trusting him with more tasks. You learn fast, Rashid said one day. But remember, learning is not free. It costs ego. Ayan nodded. One rainy evening, the warehouse faced a serious issue. Missing inventory. Panic spread. Accusations flew. Rashid stood calm. Ayan, he said, help me solve this. It was the first time someone trusted him with something important. They worked all night, checking records, tracing mistakes. At dawn, they found the error. A system misentry. Rashid smiled. You saved us trouble. That smile felt better than money. Yet inside Ayan, a battle continued. Part of him still wanted quick success. Another part was learning patience. One night he opened his old notebook where he once wrote dreams. I want everything. He added a new line under it. But nothing is free. This realization scared him. Because if nothing is free, then effort is mandatory. And effort changes people. As Ayan stood at the edge of growth, life prepared its biggest test. One that would demand a price he never imagined paying. The warehouse job slowly transformed Ayan. He was no longer late. He no longer complained about sweat or low salary. Instead, he observed, learned, and absorbed every small detail of the work. Rashid noticed this change and began teaching him things no one else cared to share. Inventory systems, supplier relations, record discipline, and most importantly, accountability. Skill is power, Rashid once said. But character decides how long that power lasts. Ayan listened carefully. One evening, Rashid called him into the office. I'm retiring in 6 months, Rashid said. The owner trusts me to recommend someone responsible. If you stay consistent, I will recommend you. Ayan's heart raced. For the first time in his life, success felt close. Not stolen, not rushed, but earned. Then life intervened. One night his father collapsed at home. The diagnosis was serious. Treatment was expensive. Medicines were long-term. The family savings disappeared within weeks. Ayan stood outside the hospital staring at the bills. Fear wrapped around his chest. This is not fair, he whispered. But deep inside, another voice replied, nothing is free. He started working double shifts. He sold his phone. He cut all comforts. Sleep became a luxury. Exhaustion became routine. Rashid warned him, don't break yourself. Ayan replied, I already wasted years. I can't waste this chance. Weeks later, tragedy struck again. The warehouse owner decided to sell the business due to financial issues. Staff reductions were announced. Panic spread. Rashid looked helpless for the first time. I tried, he said to Ayan, but decisions are above me. Ayan lost the job. Everything collapsed at once: hope, income, future plans. That night, Ayan sat alone on the rooftop. Rain fell quietly. He felt empty. I did everything right, he said to the sky. Why? No answer came. The next morning, his father held his hand. You learned something valuable, his father said weakly. Even loss is education. Those words changed him. Instead of sinking, Ayan decided to act. Using the skills learned at the warehouse, he started helping small shop owners manage stock records, for free at first. He made mistakes. He corrected them. Slowly, trust grew. A shopkeeper paid him his first small fee. It felt bigger than his first salary ever. Months passed. His father recovered slowly. Ayan's side work turned into consistent income. He registered a small service firm. One day a familiar voice called him. Ayan, Rashid said. I heard about your work. I'm proud. Ayan smiled with moist eyes. Years later, Ayan stood inside his own warehouse. Modest, clean, honest. He employed young men who reminded him of his past self. When one of them complained about low pay, Ayan said calmly, Learn first. Earn later. Nothing is free. Moral of the story. Nothing in life comes without a cost. Success demands effort. Wisdom demands failure. Respect demands patience. And growth demands sacrifice. If you are not paying with money, you are paying with time. If not with time, then with discipline. If not with discipline, then with pain. Life never cheats anyone. It simply charges the price up front or later, but it always charges. Remember, nothing is free, but everything is possible if you are willing to pay the price. Thank you for listening to this story on English Story Avenue. If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe, and because stories are free to hear, but wisdom must be earned.